Happy Valentine's Week, Saints Nation. This is SaintsCenter.
Results are next.
Welcome to this week's episode of SaintsCenter. I'm Neil Viersba.
And I'm Rachel Amrine.
Later in the show, we've got segments by Chris and Randy Horton. But first, let's go to our tennis reporter, Chris Parr.
Thanks, guys. The tennis teams competed against Hamlin on Saturday. Both the men and women prevailed 9-0. Sunday proved to be more competitive as the men defeated Concordia Moorhead 7-2. The doubles teams, number 2 and 3, consisting of Mike Fontana, Logan Engelstad, Tyler Bates, and Cody Mostyn, won 8-1. In the closest match of the day, Josh Stainer defeated his opponent in a superbreaker 10-4. He sure stained them with defeat. For their third sweep this season, the women crushed those pesky Colonel Corncobs 9-0. Doubles teams consisting of Gunderson, Kingston, Scanlon, Rojas, Sams, and Bruce Gogley won with scores of 8-2 and 8-4. The women remain undefeated. Jimmy, I hear you've got some good stuff from those fast-running jumper throwers at the BWC.
Well, I don't have a date for Valentine's Day.
Jimmy, how'd the Lake Superior Challenge go?
Oh, right, the meet. Jeremy Peterson snagged the program records in both the weight throw and shot put. He was first in the weight throw. Is 18th on the NCAA Division III list. Other top finishers include Kevin Wagner, who won the 200 meter. The women did well too, I guess. Brandon Buski moved the program record in the 800 meter. Andrea Mogren, she won the 1,000. Amy Campbell in the 600 meter, followed immediately by Emily Lundgren. But I still don't have anyone to spend Valentine's Day with.
Okay, hang in there, Jimmy. Friday night, the men's hockey team took on St. Norbert. Keegan Bruce put the Saints on the board in the second period as he scored one of the eventual 3 goals the Saints would get. Tyler Brueggemann had a career-high 42 saves in net for the Saints. Final score, Saints 3, St. Norbert 1. Saturday night, the Saints fell to St. Norbert 4-3 by a late goal by the Green Knights. Next weekend, the Saints get back on the bus as they travel to face Marion. The women's hockey team took on Concordia, Wisconsin over the weekend. Friday night, the ladies lost a close one by a final score of 3-2. Taylor Guzzo and Nikki Lockergan both had goals. Saturday, the women took on Marion University. The Saints would score 7 goals, including a hat trick from Abby Sawyer. Final score, Saints 7, Marion 4. The women are also on the road next weekend as they face Finlandia University. How about hoops, Micah?
Well, Neil, men and women's St. Scholastica basketball had a busy week this past week, playing a total of 6 games. They also held an orange out for Marissa Edwards over the weekend to raise money to help with her battle against leukemia. Edwards is the administrator director of athletics here at the College of St. Scholastica. The men's team went 2 for 3, winning against Northland College and Crown College. However, they fell to Morris by 2 points in an overall competitive game on Friday night. The women were 100%, winning against Northland College on Tuesday, University of Minnesota Morris on Friday, and Crown College on Saturday. With these games, the men's record moves to 6-4 in the UMAC, and the women move to 7-3. Both teams are third in the conference. Rachel, how are the skis gliding?
Great, Micah. This past weekend, both the men and women's Nordic Ski team participated in the CSSA Championships. Saturday was a 3x10 relay for the men and a 3x5 relay for the women. Both the men and women placed first in the relay. Sunday was a sprint race and Paul Schomer placed third. Sharmila Ahmed placed second in the race while Ellie Evans followed in third. This upcoming weekend, the ski team will be racing down in the cities. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Rachel. We're actually headed back out to the ski meet with Randy Horton. Randy, what can you tell us?
Randy Short here. The girls are going out in the court. Hopefully you're going to get some points. Don't see any balls yet, but... It's official! I've been shot! On a undefined athletic trainer, Tom. Randy over here with athletic trainer, Tom.
Who shot you?
The The referee with the starting gun. I think those are blanks. Does this look like a blank to you? Yeah. That's not a blank space. I've seen it. Ready over here. What is this sport?
This is a sport of skiing. Cross-country skiing.
We're working on getting to an understanding. We still don't know what the sport is, though. Let's go find out. Ready to start here with these classic kittens. What is this sport?
I'm pretty sure it's cross-country skiing.
I don't see any balls or wheels or anything.
Yeah, I guess we're a little bit behind on that.
This is Nordic Skiing. Behind the times, sentence forever. Ready to start here? Looks like they're finishing. How was the race?
I don't know.
Ellie Evans out here coming in with a #1 placement. Saints class. Ready over here, the School of Technology. What is this sport?
Nordic skiing.
What is this sport?
What is the sport?
What is this sport?
This is Nordic skiing, cross-country skiing.
Yeah. Well, what is this sport though?
It's Nordic skiing.
They're good at the technology. No, but. Ready over here, they're off the dribbling. I still don't know what the sport is. But from the looks of things, they're using some sticks and twigs. Don't know what they're doing with them yet. Maybe they're making fires, but it's all downhill over here, I guess. Ready over here, is this some sort of special skiing technique happening?
This is professional warming. Professional ski warmer.
You get bonus points in the sport for whatever is happening?
Definitely.
We're just walking with the crowd of people, drinking some Kool-Aid, and gonna go check out the finish line. What does this sport mean to you?
It's lots of fun. You get to be out here and enjoy the winter. It's a good way to make the winter not suck.
It's the best answer we've heard all night and all morning.
Thanks, Randy.
And now here's a segment with Chris.
Wow, it's a beautiful day. In 2014, I learned the importance of covering controversial stories. But they had to be entertaining, but truthful, but compelling, but sometimes scary. But I had to face them front on. Well, actually, the story that I'm currently introducing is about backsides, or butts, or booties. And I know what you're thinking. Haha, Chris, that's so funny. Well, the puns, they may be funny. The story is anything but funny. Many anonymous social media accounts have been appearing across all college campuses over the past few years. Saint Scholastica is no different. Some of them are cute and fun, like CSS Cupid and CSS Confessions, most of the time. And some of them are harmful, like CSS Makeouts and the most recent, CSS Booty Patrol. I wanted to get to the bottom of this, so I spent days compiling a list of who could potentially be in charge of this horrible and detrimental Twitter account. After far too much brainstorming, I couldn't think any longer. But then, I had a glimmer of hope. Surely, Megan Perry Spears would have information that I needed. Why are social media accounts such as CSS Booty Patrol like a bad thing?
Any social media can be used for good or for bad. Things like Booty Patrol is sort of by its definition and by creation objectifying human beings. And when we think about our values and who we are and what we stand for, it's not respectful, it's not good community, it's not good stewardship, it's bad news all around from our values perspective. Not great hospitality either. Welcome to CSS, where we're going to look at your butt. It's just not a good deal.
Okay, so who is your favorite student at CSS?
You.
Why?
Because you have great hair. It's got this going for it. And you've got the tie.
Thank you. If a student at CSS who is behind the CSS Booty Patrol Twitter account was brought to justice, would that person that brought them to justice be your new favorite student?
They'd probably be co-favorite students with you because, I mean, my heart will always be happy with you as my favorite student. But there could be they could be like, sort of have princess or prince standing, sort of just slightly lower. But
Well, what if that person was me then? Would I just
Well, then
go
you'd just
ahead?
be freaking awesome. I mean, you'd be phenomenal.
Phenomenal. That is my favorite F word, and that is what I wanted to be.
I leave him speechless.
I had to catch this person, and in order to do so, I made a plan that was far from simple. First, I logged onto Twitter and created a fake account. My plan required the account to be an attractive woman. Her name would be Colleen Hunt. I then had to gain credibility, so I followed over 500 people. Unfortunately for me, I had multiple guys at CSS hit on me through direct messaging. I admired the attention and played along. This caused me to have an identity crisis. I just got caught up in Sea Hunt 21. But then I remembered what it was like to be a woman with shaved legs, and I got back on track. The next step in my foolproof plan involved me taking a picture of my own booty, but it had to look like it was Colleen Hunt's. Next, I uploaded the picture and cropped it down. Then, from Colleen's Twitter account, I direct messaged CSS Booty Patrol and asked if he wanted to meet up. All I could do now was wait. When I woke from my nap, to my astonishment, I did not receive a message from CSS Booty Patrol. However, I did receive a direct message from the man that is in charge of the account. Now, all I have to do is bring him to justice. So now you're probably hoping that I'm going to give you this human being's name. Unfortunately, we haven't gotten this approved by administration yet, so you're going to have to stay tuned for next week until we figure something out. Now I'm going to directly address anybody that's interested in creating one of these hazardous social media accounts. If you want a picture of my booty, well, here it is. Take a good look, and while you're back there, eat my For SaintsCenter, I'm Chris, the pro. Deucer.
Thanks, Chris. That's all we have for you for this week's episode of SaintsCenter. I'm Neil Viersba.
And I'm Rachel Amrine. Have a good one.
And go Saints.